All right, for example number 2, it says Harry traveled from the USA to Mexico and changed $700 into pesos. The exchange rate was $1 equals 18.86 pesos. There was a 3.5% commission to be paid on the exchange. Letter A says calculate the value of the commission in pesos that Harry paid. So the important thing here to recognize is that they are asking for the commission in pesos, not dollars, which means we need to exchange our dollar amount into pesos first before we can figure out the commission. So we need to set up a proportion. The first ratio of our proportion can be the exchange rate, $1 over 18.86 pesos. And we set that equal to our other ratio. Well, we know we have $700, so that needs to go on top because the monetary units need to go in the same spot, which means X would go on bottom. So now we cross multiply to solve our proportion. 1 times X is just X, and then we would take 700 times 18.86. And that gets us 13,202 pesos, but that is not our answer. They are asking for the value of the commission in pesos. Well, the commission is 3.5%, so we need to change that into a decimal, which would be 0.035 if we divided it by 100, or move the decimal 2 spots to the left. So we're going to take our pesos amount, 13,202, and multiply it by a 0.035 to get the commission. And it comes out to be 462.07 pesos. So that would be our final answer for part A. Part B then says calculate the amount of pesos Harry received. Well, since we know the original amount of pesos he received and the commission amount that the bank is going to take away, we just need to subtract those two numbers. So 13,202 minus 462.07. And he is left with 12,739.93 pesos. It says on his return, Harry had 2,400 pesos to change back into US dollars. The exchange rate for this exchange was $1 equals 17.24 pesos. Calculate the amount of dollars Harry received. Give your answer correct in the nearest cent. So the good thing about this is there's no commission rate to worry about, so we can just set up a proportion right away to figure out our US dollar amount. So the first ratio can be the exchange rate. So $1 over 17.24 pesos. Now we're trying to figure out how many dollars we're going to get back. So X is going to go on top, and the amount of pesos we have left, which is 2,400, goes on bottom. Again, to solve the proportion, we cross multiply. So now we're going to get 17.24x equals 2,400. To get x by itself, we would divide both sides by 17.24. So 2,400 divided by 17.24. We're rounding to the nearest cent, so it would be $139.21. And that would be it.